prepared for the coroner. The Prime Minister has moved his campaign to some of the seats that the Liberal Party used to be able to take for granted. While the opposition leader was forced to fend off claims he's done an about-face on a cut to the company tax rate.
Halfway through the marathon election campaign, the Prime Minister took a break from reality.
Godzilla mode.
Testing virtual reality glasses in South Australia with Innovation Minister Christopher Pyne.
Oh, you're still here.
Unfortunately, they are, yes.
Earlier in the Adelaide Hills,
It's good to be here. Yeah.
Malcolm Turnbull campaigned with Jamie Briggs, who was forced to step down from the front bench in December.
There you go, Nemo. Good.
Mr Briggs says he's not a fish out of water on the backbench.
I've never harboured ill will to a Prime Minister who's doing a terrific job.
I've got to have a selfie.
In Burnie, Tasmania,
You've done this before.
No, I haven't, but I hate selfies.
Bill Shorten was on the defensive over claims he's changed position on cutting taxes for business. In 2011, he said it would mean
higher productivity and economic growth and leads to more jobs and higher wages.
In 2016, Labor is strongly opposed to the government's plan to cut the company tax rate.
There's no comparison between 2011 and now. The $50 billion tax giveaway will have very little, if negligible, impact upon jobs.
What do you have from Labor? An opposition which has declared war on business and hence declared war on jobs.
The government was criticised for using that language yesterday, a day when the remains of Australian soldiers were brought home from Vietnam. Today, both leaders defended their decision not to attend the ceremony.
This is the middle of an election campaign. The ceremony was designed to be, and was, for the families.
I'm certainly sorry that I missed that event. I guess it's that judgment. You don't want to politicise an event.
Both pointing out the Governor-General was there. Kerry Yaxley, 9 News.
Political editor Laurie Oakes joins us now. And Laurie, Mr Turnbull's proposed changes to superannuation dominated the campaign headlines during the week. How damaging is the issue for the government?
Well, Georgie, it's true that there was a lot of sound and fury for a few days about the proposed super changes affecting high-income earners. Some of the shock jocks went ballistic. There were threats of backbench rebellions, demands that the Prime Minister soften the impact. One or two ministers looking wobbly on the issue. Mr Turnbull and Treasurer Scott Morrison had to stare down the critics. But as for damage, well, the answer is in the Liberal Party's own nightly polling. According to a senior Liberal strategist, over Wednesday and Thursday, when the debate was raging, the coalition actually improved by 7 points on the question of which party was best for older Australians on matters such as superannuation. So that's the surprise. The whole thing seems to have been a plus for the government. The private Liberal polling also shows that only about 2% of voters see superannuation as a top-of-mind election issue. It got you just 4% even among over 55s, compared with more than 40% who think it's about economic issues. I think the message is that, in terms of the election at least, Mr Turnbull needn't worry too much about the